Pop Detective Records, the podcast.
Hey everybody, it's Mark Hirschberger of Pop Detective Records, and welcome to the Pop Detective Records podcast, episode number 6.
Hey, hey, hey! Whoa, yeah! Hey, hey! Oh, yeah! There's a million different reasons I should pack up and leave. Maybe throw in the towel, take my heart off my sleeve. But she's the kind of problem that you can't live without. Till you're dead on the floor and the lights are all out. Something's gotta give and it's probably me. There's a hole in my chest where my heart used to be. Someone's gonna break, I don't wanna see. Something's gotta give and it's probably me. Hey, hey! Oh yeah! There's a million different places I could probably go. Take a job at a bank and become an unknown. But she's the kind of lover that fills all of your mind. She takes all you can give and she leaves you behind. Something's gotta give and it's probably me. There's a hole in my chest where my heart used to be. Someone's gonna break, I don't wanna see. Something's gotta give and it's probably me. Something's gotta give and it's probably me. There's a hole in my chest where my heart used to be. Someone's gonna break, I don't wanna see. Something's gotta give and it's probably me. Something's gotta give and it's probably me. There's a hole in my chest where my heart used to be. Someone's gonna break, I don't wanna see. Something's gotta give and it's probably me. Hey, hey, hey! Whoa, yeah! Hey, hey! Oh, yeah!
The Jelly Bricks with Probably Me from their latest album, Youngstown Tune-Up. Welcome again to podcast episode number 6 from Pop Detective Records. This podcast is going to be a complete promo for this weekend's New York Rock and Roll Weekend. That's happening this weekend, Friday the 25th and Sunday the 27th. Put on by Cave Stomp and the Underground Garage with Little Steven, Sirius XM. It's 2 fantastic nights of power pop rock and roll. Friday night, the 25th, at the Rock Shop in Brooklyn. And Sunday, the 27th, at the Mercury Lounge in the Village in the city. 4 great bands, a couple of Pop Detective Records artists. We've got the Jelly Bricks, John and Brittany, Palmyra Delran, and The Connection. All 4 bands playing both nights. That's this weekend, the weekend of the 25th of April. So if you're in the New York area, make sure you get out to the Rock Shop on Friday night in Brooklyn or to the Mercury Lounge on Sunday in the Village, New York City. I will be at the Mercury Lounge show. Brand new Pop Detective Records lapel pins. So if you recognize me, come on up, say hello, ask for a lapel pin. I'll be glad to give you one. So yes, we just heard the Jelly Bricks with a track Probably Me off of their brand new CD on Pop Detective Records, Youngstown Tune-Up. Let's listen to a little bit of John and Brittany. This was their coolest song in the world on the Underground Garage with Little Steven last year with Start Sinning. John and Brittany with Start Sinning. That was a Coolest Song in the World last year on the Underground Garage with Little Steven, Sirius XM. You'll be able to see them this weekend at the New York Rock and Roll Weekend, the Rock Shop in Brooklyn, Friday night the 25th, and Mercury Lounge, Sunday the 27th. Hear that song live. And speaking of coolest songs in the world, let's check in on the Jelly Bricks. This was their coolest song in the world in 2013. Again, Underground Garage with Little Steven. Rock and Roll Suicide. The Jelly Bricks.
My brain is bleeding, my soul is kneeling, and I'm feeling like a rock and roll suicide. I have seen the light come beaming, and I'm feeling like a rock and roll suicide. My brain is bleeding, my soul is kneeling, and I'm feeling like a rock and roll suicide. My friends are all gonna hit the ceiling, and I'm feeling like a rock and roll suicide.
The Jelly Bricks with their former coolest song in the world in 2013, Rock and Roll Suicide. You'll hear that this weekend at the New York Rock and Roll Weekend, put on by Cave Stomp and the Underground Garage. Make sure you check it out because they're going to play that live and rock both clubs. All right, let's bounce back to John and Brittany. Another one of my favorite tracks, and a track that produced a fantastic video. So if you like what you hear, make sure you check out YouTube and look for the video for this track from John and Brittany called Paper Planes.
What's with you?
John and Brittany with Paper Planes. What a track. Of course, they will be performing at the New York Rock and Roll Weekend this upcoming weekend, Friday the 25th and Sunday the 27th. Tommy and Garrick from the Jelly Bricks will provide the rhythm section for John Fay and Brittany Rotondo. They will be performing, I think I heard, second on the bill. I think the bill will go as follows. The Jelly Bricks, followed by John and Brittany, followed by the fantastic Palmyra Delran, and the super hot Connection. I'm going to be there on Sunday the 27th and look forward to it. So hope to see you all there as well. All right, let's finish up the podcast tonight with one more from the Jelly Bricks off their brand new CD, Youngstown Tune-Up. This is one of my favorite tracks on the CD. It really reminds me of mid-'80s Richard Butler's Psychedelic Furs, especially in the vocals. I don't even know who actually sings lead on this. I am assuming it's Larry. It could be any one of the other three. They're all great vocalists. I've yet to actually check that out with the band. But it seems to me like maybe this is one of the last tracks that they recorded, because the vocal is a bit different from what you normally hear on a Jelly Brick song, but I think it works. I love it. This is a track called I'll Go Mine.
She told me the news today. She put down some money on a new place to stay. She said, I'm sorry for this, honey. Packed up her closet, skeletons and all. She said, it's not about the landing, it's the thrill of the fall. The test of time, the ties that bind. You go your way, I'll go mine. You go your way, I'll go mine. In a world you won't be in, I see you everywhere. Every scene that you're stealing. When you act like you don't care, I'm holding on to all the same old lies. You go your way, I'll go mine. You go your way, I'll go mine. Solo. Give me one last chance to never cross that line. You go your way. You go your way. You go your way. I'll go mine. You go your way. I'll go mine. 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 I'll go mine.
I'll Go Mine from the Jelly Bricks, brand new CD, Youngstown Tune-Up. rush out. Get it. All the normal places. Pop Detective Records, popdetective.com, CD Baby, iTunes. It's out there. Find it. It's a fantastic CD. You're going to love it. And take it one step further. You're going to love seeing the Jelly Bricks, John and Brittany, Palmyra Delran, and The Connection, all four Coolest Song in the World winners, some of them multiple times over the years. All four bands playing two shows this upcoming weekend, the last weekend in April, for an event called the New York Rock and Roll Weekend, sponsored by Cave Stomp and the Underground Garage with Little Steven on Sirius XM. That's Friday night, April 25th at the Rock Shop in Brooklyn, and Sunday, April 27th at the Mercury Lounge in the Village, New York City. I will be at the Sunday show, brandishing brand new Pop Detective Records lapel pins. Ask me for one. I'll be glad to give you one. Help support Pop Detective Records and Pop Detective artists and indie power pop rock and roll at its finest. Well, that's it for episode 6 of the Pop Detective Records podcast. We'll see you this weekend at the Rock and Roll Weekend, New York City. Have a great one, everyone. Bye-bye.
Pop Detective Records, the podcast.